Clark over Horston, hits a three. Good idea from Hull. Clark couldn't handle it. 6 to shoot. Here's Boston, will fire a three, and hit. Clark and Boston.
I mean, we've seen it throughout last season, throughout the course of this game, this time. Aaliyah Boston, we've really...
Everybody talks about the logo threes.
Yeah, they do. Nice concept, good execution.
Boston, who also has a 15-5-5 game today. Here's Clark, catch, fire, and connect. Fifth three of the game for Clark.
One of Caitlin Clark's most advanced and consistently effective skills is her ability to read individual defenders and manipulate matchups. She doesn't just play against a team's defense. She studies the person guarding her, exposes their tendencies, and bends the game toward the matchup she wants. That's elite-level control.
Look at that crossover, then the spin. Tough finish on a really good defender.
She has been terrific. Mabry doubled off to Carter. Her jumper is good.
Biggest lead of the game for Vegas. It's up to 10.
I mean, Sydney Colson is a 42% three-point shooter.
Mitchell answers just the second made three for Indy.
So when Caitlin goes off the ball, typically she comes off a stagger on the weak side, but she comes off a pin down here, wide open. Bang!
What a pass.
And Wallace.
Caitlin is exceptionally good at identifying a defender's weaknesses within the first few possessions. If someone has slow lateral movement, she'll drag them into isolation and beat them with pace changes. If a defender overplays her right hand, she'll sell a fake and punish them with a sharp counter.
With the get-ahead.
It's 16 points. She's played terrific defense as well. Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look, and hits.
My son would know what locker code meant.
I have no idea. But Brianna Stewart or Caitlin Clark, what do you want both?
Colson on the go.
Really spend a lot of time learning through film. Nice drive by Kelsey Mitchell, but young players need those reps on the floor with one another.
There's the stroke from Katie Lou Samuelson.
Really good interior passing, but Indiana's got to stop letting the ball get into the paint. They've got to keep it out.
Clark, step back, hits a three. Clark gets it back from Boston. Now bounces to her. Boston drops it in. There's the 10th assist for Clark.
Clark continues to manipulate the defense with her passing. Comes off Aaliyah Boston again. Beautiful.
If someone is too physical, she'll use screens to force switches and get a more favorable matchup. She adapts instantly. One of her most subtle but brutal techniques is how she tests defenders with small actions. She'll probe with a slow dribble, take one step inside the arc, or give a slight hesitation. Not to score, but to see how the defender reacts.
Baseball pass down.
Still lead it by 7. Caitlin Smith, one-hander, got it in.
Just no space. Connecticut everywhere. Here's Clark with Banham guarding her. Clark gets bumped, will take, and hit from 3. Love to see around young players like Reese, like Cardoso, and even Kennedy Carter, who's been through her own struggles early on in her W career. No struggles there.
And Cunningham is down behind the play, but they've got Caitlin Clark to fire away from 3. Cunningham just now getting up as she stayed down near the free throw line on the other end. All 3 threes.
And not only 9 and 30, but look at the depth on these feet. They're not going to do that. And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark, 3-ball on the way, and good. Boy, that cost Seattle 3 points.
Do they bite? Do they retreat? Do they shade too far? Once she reads their habits, she tailors her attack perfectly. She's also elite at forcing mismatches. Caitlin uses ball screens, rescreens, and quick handoffs to bait switches. She understands how to position her body so the defender gets caught on the wrong side of the screen, creating instant separation.
3 per game.
Celtics have been the best team by far all season long. Historically great throughout this season. Mabry, she got it. Unable to hit. Here's Mitchell blasting into the front court. Mitchell shovels and Wallace finishes.
And
If you watch the athletes in this league, the incredible fitness and athleticism with the skill set is what makes the product.
Reiner has it come off. Clark with the pull. Boston with a nice rim run.
It's a board or a turnover and push pace the other way. First in the league in fast break points.
Clark connects on a deep three.
Clark being picked up by Clarendon. Brink there to help. Nice pass back. Binley. How did she find her?
If she sees a big switch onto her, she isolates immediately and uses her handle plus range to turn that mismatch into an easy bucket or a defensive scramble. But one of her most advanced skills is how she manipulates help defenders. Even while sizing up her main matchup, she's tracking the movements of the help.
Floater is good off the dime from Clark.
A little bit earlier, I asked Diana, what was your playing weight at UConn? She said 180. I said, what's your playing weight now? She said 155.
Well, there are a few factors that they have the ability to change the rhythm of the game with their offense and with their defense.
Clark to Boston, who rolls it in.
Two players with incredible
She's certainly feeling it. Left side. Around women's basketball, they understand their impact and what it has done and how they are living out their dreams today.
And right on cue, Clark.
Channel defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three. Oop, that is. She missed her first 7 and knocks that one down, and it's a big.
She knows which defenders overhelp, which ones cheat passing lanes, and which ones leave the corner too early. She uses that knowledge to decide whether to attack, pass, or pull up. It's not just one read. It's a layered decision every possession.
Then two.
To the Commissioner's Cup final. What a dish. Down the floor. Wallace, the finish plus the foul. On a beautiful delivery from Clark. It is Caitlin Clark able to clear for Indiana.
Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physicality of Benijah Laney, with which Caitlin Clark handles right here. She crosses sides of the floor, she gets her hips and shoulders past Laney, and she leans.
I think she said, I'm one rebound away from a triple-double. Can I come in? Stephanie White looked up and said, I'll get you in. Here's Mitchell. What a feed from Howard.
It's been the second and third quarter that's been the issue for the Liberty, so let's see if they can have a better.
Clark has space. She's going to let it fly, and she's going to connect. Oh, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin also excels at exploiting defenders' mental lapses. If a defender gets frustrated and becomes overly aggressive, she draws fouls. If they start backing off because of her shooting threat, she pulls up immediately. If they get tired, she pushes pace to overwhelm them. She doesn't just play the physical matchup, she plays the mental one too.
Williams bricks it. Clark another rebound. Tosses ahead. Wheeler extra feed. Oh, that was pretty. Plus the foul.
2 for 1.
Clark bounce pass. There's Boston.
Around women's basketball, they understand their impact and what it has done and how they are living out their dreams today.
And right on cue, Clark connects on another bomb.
Making her second career start, second in a row, and Clark stays red hot.
Caitlin recognizes how open she is. Burke can't quite get there, drains the three.
What makes this skill elite is that she's not relying solely on athleticism or size. She's winning matchups with intelligence, patience, and manipulation. She's constantly scanning, adjusting, and crafting exactly the scenario she wants.